What's up, people? In today's news, we're talking about some of last week's big releases, some new video game announcements, some interesting Batman news, and Apple's new processors. As always, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all this and more. Now, let's hop in. Let's get into a couple of the biggest game releases last week. The highly anticipated sequel to Sony's Last of Us released to critical acclaim. Last of Us 2 even went on to become one of Sony's most successful first-party games in the first few days it's been out, and it's continuing to sell well despite fan outcry from the leaked story a few months back. Last of Us 2 is set about 5 years after the events of the original and continues with the story of Joel and Ellie. I'm really enjoying the game so far. The updated visuals and facial expressions are jaw-dropping, and the entire world is beautifully made to make you feel equal parts in awe and unsettled. I won't give away any story details, but stay tuned for my review coming later this week. Next, we have the Pokemon Isle of Armor expansion DLC. This is the first of the expansions coming to the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, and will be followed by another one later this year. The expansion brings with it a brand new island to explore, new Pokemon, and returning Pokemon from older games that were missing from Sword and Shield when it first released. I spent a lot of time exploring the new game and catching tons of Pokemon. It has surely reinvigorated the joy I feel playing the game, and I'm excited to find more. There's also supposed to be another Pokemon event on June 24th, so I'm interested to see what they announce. Let me know what you think it is in the comments below. We also have some awesome announcements. EA announced Star Wars Squadrons, a squad-based starfighter combat game based in the Star Wars universe. This first-person dogfighting game allows you to fight in epic space battles as either a member of the Resistance or the Empire. You can pilot fan-favorite vehicles like the X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and it's even going to add VR support to make it the most immersive Star Wars gaming experience available. And it's about time that Crash finally makes his return in a brand new game. Hot off the heels of the Crash Remastered success, Toys for Bob is now developing a brand new Crash game with an updated art style that breathes new life into the franchise. Crash, It's About Time, looks to retain the zany spirit of the franchise while improving upon it to fit modern console gaming. The enemies are absurd, the worlds are beautifully wonky, and the game sense and style is here in full force. I'm looking forward to playing it on October 2nd of this year. And last but not least, Nintendo has just announced Min Min from ARMS as the newest Super Smash Bros. Character. Along with Min Min, you'll also get a new stage called Spring Stadium that has a jump platform that launches you into the air. Just like in ARMS, you can customize Min Min's arms with tools that she can use to battle and alter her playstyle. The trailer gave us a brief glimpse of her abilities, and I'm excited to see how she shakes up the game's balance. Moving on to some hot tech news today, Apple is finally switching from Intel processors to make use of its own Apple-designed chipset. Rumors of this happening has been around for a while, so it's not a huge surprise, but it's still exciting to see what these little beasts are capable of. Apple showcased the new silicon running heavy-duty apps like Photoshop, Lightroom, and Final Cut without a hitch. They also detailed how current apps like Tomb Raider, which run on Intel-based processors, can be ported over with a little finessing. There's no telling how much these new devices will cost, but since it's Apple, you can probably guess that it will be pretty pricey. But it's a wait and see for now. The potential for it, however, seems to be pretty great. And there have been a few things buzzing in the rumor mill about Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman in the upcoming Flash movie. And the most interesting part about all of this is that he may serve as DC's version of Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury in the Marvel movies. This means that we could see him as a much older Bruce Wayne that takes a tactical role in the Justice League. This will be Keaton's first time reprising his role as Batman in almost 30 years. I for one am hoping that this means we'll finally get a live-action Batman Beyond movie, or at least an appearance, because that's my favorite version of Batman. Let me know your thoughts on today's news in the comments below. I hope you beautiful people have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time.